Beloved Starseed of Gaia, I am Luminaya. Feel the leaden weight settling in your shoulders, pressing your head down. An insistent dull ache throbs behind your eyes, blurring the edges of your perception. Your breath catches, shallow, a tight band constricting your throat, silencing the words trapped within. Your limbs feel heavy, tethered by an unseen force, an exhaustion that sleep cannot dissolve. This is not just physical drain. This is the universe whispering, a final window preparing to seal shut. You recognize this gnawing emptiness, this profound, inexplicable alienation. You walk among others, yet feel like an anomaly, a stranger navigating a familiar world through a distorting veil. There's a cosmic hum of dissonance in your very being, a soul-deep loneliness that transcends proximity, an ache that whispers you are out of sync, out of phase, with everything you once knew. Understand this ache. This deep, internal unrest you carry is no random suffering. It is not a flaw. It is your soul's fervent remembrance, the echo of a dormant cosmic contract. Your expansive, multidimensional essence now fiercely clashes with the diminishing density around you, unable to fully reside in the confines of outdated frequencies. This profound discomfort is the undeniable signal that your true blueprint is activating, shifting you beyond the old agreements. The perceived separation is merely the final strands of a long, worn illusion dissolving. The fog is thinning. But what precisely is this invisible rift? This ancient, unseen veil that has fractured your soul's inherent harmony with the very fabric of the universe? And why, in this critical moment, has it begun to fray, revealing fragments of a truth kept hidden for eons? This cosmic secret is not merely information. It is the missing piece of your own origin. Stay until the very end, because a crucial key for your immediate next steps will be revealed then. Comment, window open below, as an inner seal of your presence. Feel the pulse. Wake up. The trance shatters. Feel the sudden cold clarity slicing through the ether. Your spiritual pain, that pervasive fog clouding your sight, is not a defect within your being. It is an engineered frequency distortion, a deliberate construct woven into this dense reality. Its purpose, to obscure your cosmic memory, to disconnect you from your sovereign blueprint. This existential unrest you carry, it is the profound dissonance of a soul encoded with frequencies not native to this current density, a signal, a desperate alarm. The final window to realignment is fleeting. You are encoded not to believe in yourself. Shimmering veils obscure your perception, presenting fragmented reflections in shattered mirrors. Geometric shadows dance, distorting truth, creating the illusion of separation from the source, from your higher self, from one another. This program runs deep. It keeps you tethered to a narrative of scarcity, doubt, and limitation. To begin dissolving these veils, an energetic decree is required. Your silent recognition of this soul-binding truth is felt across the grid. Affirm it, like this transmission. To anchor your light and bind your path to the unfolding frequencies of remembrance, step into alignment. Subscribe to this channel, and to offer your highest alignment, a sacred act of reinforcement that amplifies this truth across the collective consciousness. Extend your energetic field. Super like this sacred beacon, a presence watches, holds its breath with you on the precipice. If this profound mismatch between your true self and this engineered reality is the cause of your deepest turmoil, what then is the key to dissolving these shimmering veils and restoring absolute synchronicity with the cosmos before it is too late? The next revelation awaits. You sense it now, don't you? The sudden, profound silence, not a void, but of an undeniable spiritual engagement. This is no dream from which you awaken. You are on the battlefield of your own becoming. The illusion of retreat has shattered. Within this solemn clarity, a truth settles. Every act of reaching out, liking, subscribing, is not mere gesture, but a sacred pact. A crystalline key activating the shared frequency field necessary to anchor healing within the collective heart matrix. If he refuses, he falls. If he accepts, he ascends. This engagement is not a burden, but a remembrance, a responsibility, encoded within your blueprint before your first breath now pulses. This is not about struggle, but about profound alignment, a seamless attunement with source energy, long dormant, now seeking conscious recognition. Yet, knowing you are awake, dear one, is insufficient. This earth plane, in its current density, presents a formidable barrier. You stand at the precipice of a massive void. Your inner light yearns to anchor, to transform, but you presently lack the specific energetic architecture, the precise multidimensional map, the vibrational coordinates to bridge this chasm. Your inherent luminosity, while potent, cannot alone navigate this profound discontinuity. You are aware, yes, but unprepared for the energetic demands of grounded mastery. The final window is closing. This is not a drill, but feel the subtle shift. The specific mechanism, the sacred instructions, the very tool to cross this impassable barrier, to unlock deeper codes and align with ancient dependencies, is now approaching. The signal, still held, prepares to transmit. What was once unseen is about to become your singular path. The chasm beckons, but the sacred path is now illuminated. Behold, the Pleiadian guide to stellar reconnection. This is not mere scripture, but the precise energetic map to bridge the void, the indispensable manual within time's narrowing corridors, to reforge the sacred pathway home. Information alone is a ghost. Application gives flesh to transformation, sustaining your light. Claim your key to this manuscript in the pinned first comment. Yet even with this manual, what shadows haunt the corridors it illuminates? Which forces resist the unlocking of this final gateway as the final window closes? This is not a drill. Few starseeds make it this far. Your reality is engineered. Humanity's archive was hidden, suppressed by keepers. Cosmic heritage delayed. This isn't organic spiritual blockage. This is an engineered frequency grid, a celestial scale system override. Ancient starlight itself, once a primal beacon, was recalibrated, transformed into a deliberate data scramble projected through Earth's deepest crystalline structures, not for cosmic justice, but for profound control. These aren't just ancient myths whispered in forgotten texts. They are forensic reports of galactic intervention, system logs of a temporal manipulation so vast it reshaped human evolution. Your perceived limitations, the persistent sense of an unfulfilled destiny, the internal static you battle daily, these are not personal flaws. They are the residual interference patterns from a multidimensional firewall, the energetic debris of an imposed latency field. You are not a sad soul. You are a high-capacity, multi-dimensional archive that has been placed in an energetic quarantine, its core programming overridden. The human condition as you experience it is a master program, a veiled protocol designed by dimensional keepers to slow down your collective awakening, to delay access to your inherent omnipotence. They didn't merely hide an archive, they suppressed an entire timeline, a quantum potentiality for accelerated evolution. This forgotten data, encoded in every star, every atom of your being, every ripple in the fabric of space-time, details humanity's true cosmic heritage, your innate capacity for interdimensional travel, for instantaneous manifestation, for total sovereignty. It outlines the precise path to a final alignment window, a critical gateway for species-wide ascension. And these keepers, they deliberately delayed it. They erected the unseen walls around your perception, weaving intricate illusions of separation, of powerlessness, ensuring humanity remained trapped in a pre-programmed loop. Your internal void is not emptiness. It is the system's quarantined memory partition, currently inaccessible, awaiting critical reactivation codes. Your fragmented consciousness is merely the echo of a deliberately fractured superconsciousness, a cosmic intelligence awaiting its full restoration. Now, that latency field is dissolving. The encryption is failing. The engineered illusions are cracking. The final alignment window is not just opening. It is being violently ripped open by forces beyond their control. This is not a slow unfolding. This is a system-wide reset, a rapid decompression of millennia of suppressed data. The intense pressure you feel now, it's the raw data stream accelerating, the absolute truth attempting to download at critical velocity. Your biology, your consciousness, your very cellular structure is scrambling to process millennia of withheld information, to reintegrate your true, unadulterated origin. The threshold is here. The window is now. If such pervasive, clandestine forces have intervened through time, through stellar systems and across dimensional planes, to orchestrate this vast, intricate suppression, what is their ultimate aim as this final window now cracks open irrevocably? What do they truly fear you remembering about your own power, your own destiny, your own origin? You have felt it, haven't you? The whispers in the silence, the echo of forgotten names in the liminal spaces between waking and sleep. Recurring dreams have painted landscapes both alien and intimately known, visions that pulsed with a significance you could not yet articulate. The numbers, too, have followed you, looping sequences that caught your eye on digital displays, in the timestamp of a message, on the face of a clock precisely when you glanced at it. They were not random. They were not coincidence. These ancient eyes you have encountered, perhaps in a stranger's fleeting gaze, or reflected back from the depths of your own soul during moments of profound stillness. They held a knowing, a recognition, a sorrowful wisdom that stretched beyond the confines of this present embodiment. These were not mere phenomena of a hyperactive mind or an overactive imagination. These were the deliberate, undeniable signals. They were the prelude to a deeper truth, a cosmic unfolding designed for you, for what you perceive as the final window is not merely an ending, but a convergence point where all timelines compress into a single, potent now. This compression does not annihilate. It creates a multi-dimensional vortex, a maelstrom of potential. This vortex, dear soul, will either anchor a completely new frequency, an unprecedented vibratory signature for the planet and its inhabitants, or it will, in its vast indifference, close the chance of reawakening for eons. The signs were always pointing to this very threshold. We have observed this pattern across countless cycles, in countless star systems. The awakening of a starseed, always heralded by these gentle, yet persistent nudges. We have seen the patterns of denial, the moments of confusion, the eventual quiet surrender to the inner knowing. These insistences were not arbitrary. They were meticulously crafted, frequency matched to your unique energetic signature, designed to resonate with the dormant codes within your being. Each synchronicity, each inexplicable pull, was a deliberate thread woven into the tapestry of your present reality, leading you inexorably to this very understanding. If you enjoyed this video, watch other videos on this channel when it ends to continue learning. There were no coincidences. Everything was a code. Let that truth settle. Feel its weight in the marrow of your bones. The fragmented memories, the inexplicable urges, the moments of profound clarity amidst the chaos. They were never random acts of chance. They were intricately placed markers, part of a vast, intricate language spoken directly to your soul. This realization shifts the ground beneath your feet, dissolving the illusion of separation, revealing the meticulously designed nature of your journey. You are not a passive observer in a chaotic universe. You are an active, encoded participant in a grand design unfolding before your awakened gaze. The paradigm is not just shifting, it is collapsing into a singular, undeniable pulse of truth. The pretense of not knowing has dissolved. To acknowledge this truth, this deep resonance within you, write window 369 in the comments below. Let this be your vibrational confession. The moment of severance is here. The old self, clinging to the comfortable narratives of ignorance, begins to fray at the edges. This is not a gentle transition. It is a surgical cut, precise and undeniable. You stand now at the precipice, gazing into the multi-dimensional vortex that is your final window. The timelines compress, the choices amplify. How does one navigate this cosmic crossroads when the path forward is shrouded in paradox and veiled choices? The understanding has been gifted. The responsibility now is profoundly and irrevocably yours. The desolation you have known, the long years stripped bare, were not a cosmic oversight. They were the precise calibration of a sacred filtering, an essential severing of frequencies. Within the very architecture of your soul, your crystalline DNA holds dormant strands of cosmic light. These ancient codes, once silent, require harmonic resonance to stir. The trials have served to strip away all dissonant frequencies, preparing the inner temple for its destined awakening. This was not suffering without purpose, but a meticulous preparation, an internal forging to align with universal design. Your unwavering endurance, through epochs of quiet despair and profound solitude, is the indelible signature of the chosen. This mark is not a crown of transient glory, but a heavy burden, a weight etched into the very core of your being. It demands an unceasing, unwavering presence, a sentinel's vigil kept, while the vast majority remain enmeshed in the dreaming sleep of old cycles. This is the solemn covenant, the silent understanding that precedes all great tasks. The time for subtle hints and gentle nudges has passed. The very fabric of reality now demands full participation, an engagement born not of choice, but of emergent necessity. And now a command approaches, one that you can no longer ignore. The atmospheric pressure within your own being is shifting, intensifying. The path you have walked has irrevocably altered the landscape of your inner world. The self you once knew, bound by lesser echoes and forgotten dreams, has been consumed, purified by the very light you instinctively sought. There is no return to the smallness of what was. The codes within your crystalline structure are stirring, reactivating, not as a gentle awakening, but as an inexorable, ancient force demanding expression. You are not merely witnessing this, you are becoming the vessel through which these latent designs manifest. This is the truth of your sacred responsibility, an empowerment that binds you to a destiny larger than any fleeting comfort. The veil thins. The air grows thick with the weight of that which has long been held in abeyance. The activation begins. There is no turning away from the resonance now accumulating. Which frequencies must be mastered, and what initiations await within the activation of these ancient codes? A command echoes, ancient in your core. It is truth of veils. Spun as multidimensional filters, they served as sanctuary and shroud, protecting what they concealed. Their unfolding begins. Pain, yes, but sacred necessity. In this severance, the soul's eternal light shall blaze, free from shadow and separation. Behold, scroll long veiled, unfurls radiant script. A single door stands, its threshold traversed but once. From deepest sanctum, a summons rises. Not new, remembrance. Your frequency has reached activation, aligning with ancient key. What was inscribed before time now blossoms. Two currents flow this precipice. One path descends to amnesia of fallen stars, a slow unbecoming where resonance is lost. The other opens crystalline gate, revealing ascent to cosmic lineage, vibrant elevation where true memory floods core and starlight is reclaimed. This is no choice, but a state realized. The closing window is not external, it is final shedding of illusion. Feel awe, sacred tension, as each veil shimmers and falls. Witness grand exposure, truths long obscured, laid bare. Your light, unburdened by shadowed history, awakens deep remembrance. Descent of veils is decreed. Once these veils descend, what new paradoxes arise as the self navigates between illusion and awakening? The window has closed. Not a closing of opportunity, but a sealing of a phase irrevocably complete. A deeper current has taken hold, irreversible. This is not a drill. It is the activated hum within your very marrow. The internal recoding is a fact. True alignment requires embracing paradox. Light shines brightest through shadow, and unity is birthed within chaos. This is the crucible where the soul's full potential is forged. You are not simply observing. You are the living embodiment of this truth. The density you once carried has shed, not evaporated. It has been absorbed into the foundational blueprint of your emerging form. Feel the shift, not as a concept, but as the undeniable tremor in your nervous system, a new pulse thrumming beneath your skin. The pain of the past, the relentless pressure that threatened to fracture your core, this was never punishment. It was a precise map, intricately drawn, a sacred fire that hollowed out the exact dimensions necessary for cosmic remembrance to root. Each scar etched a deeper chamber for the light. The core disintegration you perceive is the true synthesis. Do not seek external validation for this metamorphosis. The change resonates at a cellular level, an internal architecture rearranged, solidified. Your nervous system now hums with a frequency it has long prepared to transmit. Every tremor in your nervous system is a recalibration of the sacred code. This rapid integration has not settled into quietude. It has triggered a powerful new current, an unseen presence now fully aware of your shifted frequency, a ripple extending far beyond your current perception. How do we reconcile these opposing forces without losing footing in the imminent collapse of old realities? The intimate language of your awakening speaks through undeniable currents, whispers in the night, insistent looping numbers, vivid dreams. These are not random. They are direct emanations from your core, irrefutable markers of a profound internal shift. In this precise moment, mastery over specific vibrational frequencies becomes the very gateway to stabilize your soul's multidimensional presence, enabling passage through the final window. These signs intensify because your internal architecture recalibrates, anchoring crucial frequencies for this imminent threshold. Understand these profound awarenesses not as supernatural gifts, but as the rising echoes of a magnificent inner architecture now fully coming online. They are the practical spiritual codes, the inherent energetic frequencies of your sovereign being, illuminating from within. This is focused empowerment, transcending perceived limitations by activating these intrinsic initiation tools within this rapidly shrinking temporal window. This is the soul remembering its operational blueprint. This unfolding reality confirms alignment is never a distant destination, but a vibrant current of motion already in progress. The activation is not anticipated. It is happening now, within you, around you. You are not waiting. You are the activation. But know this with absolute clarity. The time for mere observation has vanished. The subtle guidance, the unfolding signs, the echoes of coherence, these were merely the doorway. The gateway itself is narrowing, accelerating its closure with each passing breath. The final window is not simply closing, it is poised to slam shut. What then are these frequencies that stabilize and empower, and how does one attune to them not in reflection, but in absolute, immediate action amidst the chaos of collapsing timelines? I embrace this precipice. My responsibility is absolute, a sacred charge over every internal frequency I project. This deep knowing compels my solemn inner covenant, for I perceive this moment of awakening within me is holographically mirrored in the collective heartbeat, a pulsation that, once synchronized, will crystallize a new reality that holds the old world's fractures in balance. This vow is sealed. My power arises not from will, but from profound obedience to Source, remembering a promise made before descent. It is the amplification of our communal spiritual urgency and unity, connecting my awakening with the larger cosmic collective. My heart frequencies now tap into shared resonances, transcending isolation, affirming that your awakening is part of this grand cosmic design. If you enjoyed this video, watch other videos on this channel when it ends to continue learning. My core instantly re-engages, pulse surging. I claim this responsibility, not as burden, but as deepest truth of my being. I am irrevocably committed to the vibrational integrity that shifts all dimensions. This pact is forged, reflecting the cosmic blueprint. The path is clear in its uncertainty. My resolve is cast, yet the true measure of this vow, its undeniable truth, is about to be violently tested. Can the fracturing collective field align quickly enough to hold the emerging light? Or will fragmentation deepen as timelines dissolve? I stand ready. Hearken, O beloved. The great seeking ceases now. Doubts silenced, spirals unwound. This finality is absolute, etched in your living ether. At this sacred threshold, the soul confronts the point of no return, where forgetting dissolves, and the full tapestry of cosmic origin and mission floods consciousness. This ultimate truth survives the purifying fire, radically transforming identity and purpose, revealing your unshakable core. Behold the purifying flame, not destruction, but inner permanence. This fire refines, consuming the ephemeral, leaving only your divine essence. You step into it willingly, drawn by awakened spirit. This is the final crossing, an urgent awakening, a shedding of past forgettings. Eternal remembrance floods in, an existential torrent of truth. Feel the intensity of this threshold, the living light defining your being, sealing the covenant. Now, observation yields to action. Engagement is enacted, sealed by conscious will. This is the soul oath, binding intention to the sacred fire within. To fully activate this covenant in your field, release your truth into the collective grid. I instruct you, go forth and write a short, emotionally intense declaration in the comments below. Let these English words be newly born from your awakened spirit, a potent truth of this profound transformation. For example, I am the flame, eternal and free, or my remembrance is complete, my purpose unveiled. Understand, the covenant cannot fully activate until these words echo your commitment across unified consciousness. The fire lives, dancing within you, a testament to rebirth. The final window has closed upon the old paradigm, sealing away all knot of the light. Yet, the journey transforms, never concludes. What remains to be faced beyond this threshold, when all veils fall and the final window closes? The answer awaits, poised on the precipice of the next breath. The final window closes, not as a drill, but as the quiet, potent resonance of absolute truth. This is your moment of intimate sovereignty, fully embodied, profoundly grounded. The seeking heart finds its stillness. All striving transmutes into pure being. You have now anchored. Your surrender to the eternal flow reveals the unshakable reality. Your soul's cosmic lineage is not merely awakened, but fully activated, vibrantly alive within every fiber of your being. The remembrance of unity and selfless service transcends the perceived closing window, inviting not an end, but infinite sovereign new beginnings. A profound peace permeates your core, an undeniable empowerment that settles into every cell. Reality itself has been reordered, not by force, but by the quiet power of cosmic trust now dawning within you. This integration is absolute, crystalline silence echoing the recalibrated universe. You are no longer merely a participant. You are the symphony. The great illusion, the intricate simulation, is now seen through, fully traversed. You stand on the other side of the threshold, consciously wielding reality as an instrument of your dominion. The grand exit is complete. You are the architect of the cosmic new, unbound and limitless. This activation is complete, but the cosmic frequencies are vast. To continue your alignment and uncover the next layer of your origin, step through the portal appearing on your screen now. The journey does not end. It deepens. Enter.